So I believe we are back online. I believe we are now back online. Let us just confirm the voice again and then we'll proceed. Share the video once more. Sorry for that interruption. I don't know. I don't know what's up with Facebook. Because I believe when it cut off on Facebook was not the same time it cut off on YouTube. Because Facebook is, I don't know. Maybe the criminals, they are reporting the video. They don't want me to actually deliver this message. They don't want to hear this message. But of course, let me round up. What I was saying is that the enemy that you have seen today, this enemy that you saw, they are going to now rise up and start challenging Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Because it was a first thing. Because they have seen from the leadership, from the structural leadership in absence of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they are actually, strong. More than the enemy evaluated them. That is the reason why you see the enemy, they are going to start fighting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They've been fighting him, believe you me, but they were not showing you that they were fighting him. They've been fighting him constructively because, like I told you from before we had this issue, that whatever enemy that we are facing, that we are going to face, they are in this package of these people called autopilot. So don't be surprised. Their new strategies now is to start now giving you a reason why you must support them, or giving you a reason why they have to be there to continue to deceive and exploit you, and continue to change the narrative of yesterday, which they have not solved, but trying to change it. One thing about a black man is that the things that they find difficult, they leave it behind. They want to change the narrative of yesterday, which they have not solved. That was their introduction. Now today you see they have been fighting the leadership in the structure, fighting everybody that is connected to the leadership in the structure. They have it become to them. It was a shocking to them. Imagine why the person in the name of the leader of the syndicate or ectoparasite autopilot. Now, how can that leader? He didn't even hide his shame. He came out to tell you, start claiming, threatening the first lady, claiming that he's advising the first lady, as if he run the show. Now, after he failed, first lady came and now stopped the confusion of some weak in the brain. The people that their spirit is willing but their flesh is weak. He stopped the confusion in them. Now, like I said before, the real enemy you see in your comment section, anybody writing junk in your comment section, they are part of the real enemy. They are never Biafrans. They are never Biafrans led by Ipob. It's either they are Biafrans led by Owazurike and they all sold out and now jealous of the current, chosen, or the current man that the mantle fell on his shoulder and he refused to get compromised. So they are jealous because they are not too familiar with this resilience. They are not too familiar with such strong person that is ready to die for what he believes in. Zoo. Nobody in that zoo or nobody in Biafra land has been ready to die for what they believe in. In this current, age, or in this current age, rather. I am not taking calls. Let me take your calls. Okay, let me see. Maybe you want to tell me something. Hello? Who is calling? Hold on for me. Okay. Yes. Oh, we are on the program, but okay, let me bring you in. Utilize 2 minutes because I still have to round up. I don't want to move away from the topic. So, go on and air your view. The caller on the line.
Okay. Fellow Biafrans, my name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from Austria. Good evening from here, Mazi George Money. I just want to go straight to my contribution concerning the interview of the wife of the great leader of Biafrans, Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Uche Chukwu Kanu. She have done well. She have really, trying to do the right thing, just the way her husband is, and she's really a well-articulated woman, well presentable. This is why we are proud of her. The truth is that she have said what everybody who really loves her husband, and not only her husband, she also made us to understood in her interview that even our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is her leader, despite that she married to him.
Yes.
She respects that authority that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu carries, that millions of Biafra can be able to listen to him and begin to do what he asks us to do, because he has shown us the way. He has let us understand that he is a selfless man, a man who is ready to give away everything he has for the sake of his own people. This is why many today can lay their life down to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lives. She has made the whole world to understand where IPOB is, and the structure of her husband Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lay down for IPOB. This is why we guide this structure so jealously that we can destroy anything that can even come closer to this structure. And this structure is DOS, headed by Mazi Chike Doziem. So all these infiltrators, if you don't have ear, I hope you have heard what the wife of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra have said, that DOS is a structure that lead this struggle. In the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they continue to pilot the affairs of IPOB until its leader comes out and continue where he stopped. So if you like, you continue with the infiltrators, and if you like, you can turn back and make a new leaf. Earlier the better you do that, earlier the better for all of us. Because you cannot say now you didn't hear. This is exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to tell all of us when he finally came out from this dungeon. He is finding himself today. The woman has spoken, and she has said the mind of her husband. So you that are ranting, you that are standing on the fence, make a choice now where you belong. I and my household, I stand with IPOB, DOS under the leadership of Mazi Chike Doziem, which the supreme leader of this IPOB is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So you at the same time make a choice of where you belong. Are you for the infiltrators? Or are you for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Choose your path, so that On that day, you will not say nobody told you. And I still believe that anybody that listened to this woman for this interview that she had on Radio Biafra, anybody that listened to her and failed to do the needful, you are on your own. You can't say nobody told you. If you fail to understand what she said, you are completely enemy of this struggle and enemy of our husband, Onyendumazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, all I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that we must continue to fight anything that will try to patch on this acre of DOS. We must destroy you because you never come for good, you come to destroy, and we will not allow that to happen. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity. May Chukwu Kabema bless you, my brother. Thank you.
We say thank you very much. Now, that is the way it is. The caller spelled it out. Now, I want to now continue where I stopped, which is, I told you, the fight now against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer going to be constructive. No more. It is going to be more physical. It is going to be more plain, direct, rather. That is the fight against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, these infiltrators you see today. They are going to show you whom they are. They are going to show you whom they are. And that is what they've been trying to, avoid, so that they will penetrate or they will make you lose focus or give up on the ball, so that they will destroy you. But because they saw that they have failed, they have no choice than to show their true colors. They have no choice than to show their true colors. You see the one, Bomo Boy, you saw that they explored everything they could not win. They don't have any choice than to show their true colors. You see what he's telling you. He's not related to Biafra. He is not Biafra. But he got all these people that are, Ife Jimejoku in his page. He got all these 100 and something thousand followers. In this Biafra struggle, when you will always say, I am Biafra, this place is Biafra, that place is Biafra. Today, he has changed to something that we don't even know about. That is evidence of frustration. They will no longer be what you called constructive attacking. They will only now come direct attack to show you what they are, because they know that you have busted their bubbles. You have blown their cover. They have no choice. And their primary obligation and their plan is to destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to evict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from this position that he is, one and only supreme leader of this movement. You are too jealous when we say it. One and only supreme leader in this movement is another savior. Holy, holy, holy Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Yeah, he is another savior. When the enemy listen to this, they begin to tremble. They begin to tremble. They begin to visit me in my dreams. But thank God, Nana Apofa SmackDown live. That is how it is. When you hear supreme leader, child, you have destroyed that enemy. They want to now start fighting against that supreme leader, so that they will know if they will answer supreme leader. But the difference, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is answering supreme leader because he has the mantle to answer that. He is answering supreme leader because he obtained that through truth and honesty. hard work, and long suffering. It was not through the back door. So many black people believe that the only way to achieve their dream is only to do crime. That is the belief that you need to fight. There is no way you can achieve your goals through crime. Rather, it will come temporarily. That is how it is going to come. If you want to achieve your goal, the things you call this is my dream, through through crime or through immorality, believe you me, it is only temporal. You will only enjoy it temporarily. Then it will vanish. That is exactly what Berima in Finland is going to go into. Ambitiousness of him, or in him rather. That is the reason how he is going to now show you his true colors. He will show you his true colors. He will tell you now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not doing it well. He will now start telling you, and what is their weapon? Their weapon, because when I am telling you, write it down. If I am telling you this, write it down. Anambra State election. Now, I am going to break it down for you. I am going to break it down for you. But I want to make sure that you are paying attention. I want to make sure that you are paying attention so that I will break it down for you, because this is the message I have for you for this, whichever time zone you are. Now, let's hear. Okay, we are still there. Now, let me tell you, they are going to use Anambra State election. Anambra State, I'm sorry. Why Anambra State election? Not Anambra State election, pardon me. When I think about this guy, I am so used of seeing anybody that is from any state, due to the segregation in that zoological republic. If you coming from Anambra State, you are contesting something in Nigeria, I will believe it is from Anambra State. That it is basically, Anambra State, or, state, election. Because they have never made us used to going to, contest in a federal level. We have never tasted that water. Our generation did not taste that water. So you will pardon me and you will understand when I continue to call it Anambra State election. Because when I am seeing this Nigeria or zoo election that is coming, I am only seeing the man from Anambra State. That is the only reason why. Both in social media, everywhere you look around, you see the man from Anambra State. So it made me now start thinking that it is Anambra State election, because I cannot imagine these people going to the federal level. We are not used to that. We are not used to that. So that federal election or zoo election that is coming up, it is what they are going to use against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are going to modify everything. They are going to tell you, remember they have given you a reference that Uwazurike sold out through Andioba. Uwazurike sold out through Andioba because they narrated the story to him afresh. They narrated the story to him afresh. That was the reason why Ekperima came and narrated that story to you. Because Wazurika narrated it to him. And Uba, the time of Anambra State election, and Uba narrated the story to him as well. So that he will know how to engage. But because the only problem they had is that $1 billion that he charged Andoba did not pay it. Andoba did not pay it. 1 billion naira for the boycotting of Anambra State election. Andoba did not pay it. That was the reason why he came back to tell you that Andoba is among those causing mayhem in Anambra State. Now, let me clear it up. This is exactly where they are drawing to now, that they are going to use this election coming up in the zoo. They are now going to use it to concoct some lie to supporting them right now is through super chat consolidation. Because what you saw that happened, it is consolidation of a downfall. Consolidation of their downfall. That was what you saw. Those super chats you saw last night. Those who placed them there want to make them believe you have not fallen. And they want to play a psychological mind game. As if nobody listened to our leader's wife. And that is the reason why Berima told you, if you like it, he started comparing our leader's wife with Janjaweed. If you like, bring Abacha to your program. It will never stop Simon Ekpa. If you like, you bring this person. It will never stop. That was consolidation of their failure. They are consoling themselves. Remember, let me tell you what is financially. You will say, Olondo Gwego. Oronda Nwaka Akwakuk of Dosachalite. That is how you console yourself. You will console yourself that these people, they are Ndo Gwego, they are under 419. They are this, they are that. So that you will make you not to, not to worry about attaining that position. Or to make yourself comfortable in where you are. So, that is exactly what these people, they have consoled themselves. They will continue to console themselves. But it will only last for 2 days. The consolidation of themselves will now be stable. They are stupid. They don't have mental strength. That is exactly what they want to tell them. They want to make them, bring them to that chain that these people who you think they have money because they give $100, they give $50, they give $30, they are married. These are them wasting the resources that is supposed to be used to build their infrastructure. They are there sending super chat. They are doing it so that you will not spoil the cake for their father being Nigeria president. Because when we get Biafra, their father is not going to be Biafra president anymore. If you want to, you go and contest in Nigeria and follow Nigeria to go so that he will continue being their president. Because of that, they are now giving super chat. So that you will think that they are the people who has been funding you. They are there telling you, let us go to war. We are going. Every time they are on the media, they bragging to, because all you need to hear is that brag. Once you hear that brag, you are carried away. So they have given you a date. 2023 that Biafra will come. Now, what is their plan to make Biafra to come in 2023? They don't know. Do they know? If they knew, they were going to start implementing it. But they don't know. But all they know is to tell you 2023 Biafra will come. Because they know that zoo has destroyed so many. Zoo has destroyed so many of our people that they don't have that mentality of reasoning anymore. So whatever you say to them goes. Because zoo have oppressed you, zoo have killed you, zoo have humiliated you, zoo have destroyed you to the core that all you need is where they are preaching violence against the zoo without direction. That is the only problem that these people have. The only thing they want to be hearing where the people are preaching violent war against the zoo without even knowing whether that person have direction or not. I don't blame you in that feelings that you want to destroy the zoo at all costs. They have destroyed you. They have done a lot to you. They have done a lot to you. And that is the reason why I don't blame you when you want to go to war, when you want to say, when somebody, a slave who does not even know, what war look like, or who does not even know first preparation into warring, they will just come out and tell you, we have to go to war, we have to do this. I don't blame you accepting it because you are very gullible. You believe that anybody who is able to wear a uniform of military in the outside Nigeria, that person has it all because of the oppression of that zoological republic and where it has, projected you to. Where they have censored your mind. You believe that anybody who wears military in outside Nigeria, they can now lead a war and they destroy the whole Nigeria because you watch movie too much. Now I don't blame you when somebody come and start using that to exploit you. Remember, if you talk about those who are 419, they use what these people want to exploit them. If it is a relationship with a young boy, they use a young boy to, if you are liking a young boy but you are old mama, they use a young boy to now lure you. If you don't want change, that is how it is. So you are now for the only thing that former Atina Galunu now, is that we are going to go to war. We are going to destroy Nigeria. We are going to show that. That is the only format now. That format, if care is not taken, that format can even last for 2,000 years. As long as our people's mentality is still the way it is, that format can last for 2,000 years. Because all format our people. I know if I finish this broadcast, they will now bring it to the highest level of this format I am talking about. Watch and see. And when I tell you, don't forget, watch and see, then you will know that what I am telling you is the truth. They will bring this format more and more and more and more. Because they know that what I speak is divine. What I speak is the truth. Now, let's destroy Nigeria is all that every person in Biafra land want to hear. Because Nigeria have destroyed them. They want a revenge. They want revenge. But they do not want to die. They don't want to die. But they want to go to heaven. The people we are talking about does not want to die, but they want to go to heaven. You know one pie, but you want to go heaven. That is it. You have to die first before you go to heaven. Because you don't need body. So, that is what they just want to be hearing it. They just want to be. Once you say that to them, we are going to start a war tomorrow. I give you the 15th of this month. Nigeria will hear it. Now they will know that we have gone into liberation phase. Now they will know this and that. When that time comes, stories, they will now regroup their criminals. They will start writing junk for you on Facebook, posting the face of the criminal who is suffering from some deficiency syndrome. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that it is acquired. Genetic deficiency syndrome. That is the person who set this trap, set this bongo trap, or what you call format on you. Even some Omo guy are involved on these people are not pure Italian. Some Omo guy, they are even being exploited in this game of Ekperima. Because all they want to hear, let's go and destroy Nigeria. But they don't ask this question. Do you have direction? Where is the roadmap for us to go and do this thing you are talking? They will never ask those questions. Where are you coming from? So that in case that if you turn around tomorrow and our people die for nothing, which they have killed more than 100 ever since they started. Now, if our people die for nothing, so that we will go and you turn around and now collect money and eat it. So where are we going to go and look for you? Nobody will ask that question because Nafabundi believe. All they want to hear is let's go and destroy Nigeria. They don't know that you are not only fighting, you are not fighting mostly, you have not started fighting a war of gun and bullets. The fight you are fighting right now is not a fight of gun and bullet yet. It is a fight of diplomacy. You are fighting against principalities and power from the high places. You know what is a high places? High places is that place when they descend on you, you will never know that you ever existed. Those are high places. And that principalities and power, that principality there is a principle. Just like the one they tell you is a foreign policy. It's part of the principalities we are fighting. Just like the one they tell you it's a sovereignty. You cannot threaten a sovereignty of a nation. Something like that. It is a principality. Just like the one they tell you that there is no referendum in your constitution. It is a principality. Then the result it gives you determine if you are going to carry arm and now full-blown war. Or you call it full-blown armed struggle. But you have never engaged in any of these principles or principalities as you may know it. Because some of you believe it's a spiritual something. It is not a spiritual something. It is word spoken and the word written in a black and white. Word spoken and written. Principles, law. These are the things we are actually up against right now. Do you think that the Europeans have not accepted that they've exploited Africa through art and craft? The art and craft, they have exposed them. Freedom for people that they are. Who is your alliance? Which, Finland government, where the Ekperima is, does not have any military alliance. That is the reason why Ekperima had the opportunity to see army uniform and go to shooting range of military. That is the only reason why he saw army uniform. Because Finland does not have military alliance. So if they start a war tomorrow, nobody is going to support them. Is it sinking in? That is just it. That is the reason why every Finland citizen must wear military uniform. Every Finland citizen, as long as you are less than 30, as long as you are less than 30, you must wear military uniform, because there is no military alliance. So that if war has to break up, you will be, there is nobody you will know how to carry your brother to run. You will know how to build a what do you call it, a resistance. You will know how to build a resistance to protect your family. So when war break out, you will know how to get first aid to protect your loved ones. That is the reason why, so that they will not bring constraint to their soldiers, foot soldiers, and the people on air. You will be able to monitor and do one or two within your area, within your reach. But now the same person is in Finland. That Finland implemented this principle in order to make themselves, more available in case of eventuality. The same person is in Finland telling you need to fight a jet to go to war. Where is his soldiers? Where is military alliance? Who is going to supply you weapons? Have you asked that? No, you have not. He believed that full-blown war is the only thing he can use to exploit you, because you want it at all costs, because Nigeria have dealt with you. And having seen that you want it, I have not seen the zeal, because some of you want a gun so that you will use it and go and start committing crime. That is exactly the way it is. You want a firearm to use it and start committing crime because you cannot afford it. And is that how you are going to get your freedom? Two parts of us will be cut off. So, this format is using to deceive you every day and night. You don't want to, get out of it. Understand that, no, I can't be falling on the same type of format every day, every month. In the past 12 months, the same format. You never ever come out of it. What is wrong with China Samworu saying, let's bury our dead bodies, our loved ones, in 3 days, when we are supposed to be burying them immediately? Except if they are Ndinzanandozo, that you need to do some ritual in order to bury them. That was how our tradition was. They turn it upside down and say it is Islamic law, because they don't have direction or dimension. They only speak the format, knowing that you have lower spirit or lower brain, or you have a very, atomic brain. It does not work. Maybe it is dead because of the suffering and oppression that Nigeria has given to you. Because of that, you don't ask questions. You don't ask anything. This guy who want to give me Biafra in 2023, where do you come from? Nwam kekene bis. Onwam elengi shi aputana. Elo onye wo mpagi. Ondika na onye wo nna yo. Iga juoni and joye bosi. This one, you never ask the person who is going to give you Biafra. A mysterious person want to give you Biafra. You agree. You don't know that. You don't even know. You don't even know if he's a Igbo speaking Fulani. You don't know that. But you are buying his story. That makes you the most ignorant fool, uninformed. Your ignorance stinks. It stinks. Now they are going to turn against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because we have blown their cover, we have blown everything. Now they will now tell you that they are Anambra State election. They are going to use conspiracy that is they are going to tangle around Anambra State election in order to tell you now, to try to turn this idiot to Nenworo brain against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. In this broadcast, I have given you some secrets. It is only those wise ones who will understand it. I dropped a bombshell. It is only wise ones who will understand it. It is not a word that need to be particular for everybody. It is only the wise ones that will pick up the bombshell. Now, the Anambra State election starts saying that Obi is now going to use them. Obi is now going to use them. That's how it will start. Now Obi now, they are now supporting Obi. Of course, it has started already. They are now supporting Obi that they will now bring back a political solution. You see that political solution they've been using, they refrain from using it. They will bring it back. Watch and see. You see, political solution, they will bring it back. They will now start telling you these are people who are going for political solution. Because they don't have direction. They don't have direction. Because you are illiterate. That is the reason why. Because the lack of direction, you are following them still. It means you are illiterate. Because a well-learned person, just like he will come and tell you that he's calling for doctors, he's calling for what did he call it? He was looking for doctors, nurses, and all these people in order to come and join him because maybe he wants to start a war. Ask him which lawyer releases all this autopilot in Biafra land when they get arrested. Which lawyer is releasing them? You don't have a lawyer. It's your job. You don't have a lawyer. You want to go into armed struggle. You don't have any lawyer who releases your people, but you are calling on them to come out and to go in. You didn't make any provision for them. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made provision for IPOB before we start even coming to protest in Biafra land. True or false? But this man, a most selfish person I have ever seen. Just like Azuka. Manya akata. Ndono na dia chodi. This guy. But him and Azuka, I will give them the next 6 months might be very far. 6 months might be very far. They will now understand each other very well. And Ossetia. Now, you see, they will say that we are going for political solution. That we are going for Igbo presidency. That is what they are going to start with now. Because they want to start calling the name of the words. Hachi Ipob Kwafa. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has to be released tomorrow, then you will see the real people. You will see the reason. You will see what is the real agenda of autopilot. You will see the real agenda of autopilot. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has to be released tomorrow, you will see their real agenda. And it will always will be connected to P2B. It will be connected to P2B. That is the last phase of their game. And that is where some of them will be captured. Some of them will hide in shame. And some of them will never forgive themselves. That is how the fairy tale is going to end, because they are going to make a move that is bigger than them. The move they could not establish the stepping stone in the last 12 months. So they want to now make that move. Whether they establish any foundation that will enable them to make the move, they wouldn't have a choice than to make that move now. And that is the end of it. We need to get ready, because a lot of propaganda is going to come up. Just like they brought one gutter media or what they wrote in the computer and tell you, because their information, they are the only one who is accessing it, telling you that Ipob made a U-turn in 3 days burial. That is how the starting point. They will tell you that is the starting point. They will tell you that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu does not have his own decision. That is what their starting point. But I'm giving you a clue. They will start that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu does not have any decision. They will start with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because he wants to please everybody. They will start with many things, and that is the reason why they have to do their own thing the way they are doing it. But now, since you know Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is being pushed from pillar to post, why don't you remove yourself from his structure? Why don't you use your name and create your own thing? Start fighting for our freedom. If we want, we join you. If we don't want, you be on your own. Stop using a brand. That is prejudice. That is called prejudice. You stop using what you stop, using IPOB and the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to exploit people in the name of fighting for their freedom, because we have already know that you are not genuine, you are not real. Even if you go to stand on your own without using these things, people will not come to you. People will not even recognize your name, because you are not real. Because it is going to be, we will stop talking about them when they go and create their own struggle, and let's see how it is going to stand to lead people, or whether it